can say the equation is RC plus 1 upon S into C plus R 2R plus 1 upon S into C the whole square minus R square plus R minus R into 2R plus 1 upon S into C. Just writing the equation again. Now when you simplify, RC plus R is the real term. So what you are doing, these two real terms you are multiplying with the real values, you can say, or after opening the bracket, first we can simplify this as 3R square plus 4R S into C plus 1 upon S square C square, because it will be 4R square minus R square will give you 3R square minus 2R cube minus R square upon S into C. So now when you open the bracket, this is plus 1 upon S into C. So this R into R you are multiplying with the real terms. So R square, then real term S square C square. So what you will get, this equals to RC plus R into 3R square plus 1 upon S square C square plus 4R S into C square. This is how you will get when you are multiplying 1 upon S into C with this, will give you this term. Then minus 2R cube plus RC plus R, we are not multiplied this with 4R S into C. So this is how we'll get plus 1 upon S into C. This 1 upon S into C we have not multiplied with 3R square and 1 upon S square C square. So multiplied by 3R square plus 1 upon S square C square and minus R square upon S into C. Now this equation consists of real delta plus imaginary delta. Similarly we can find delta 3. For delta 3 what we'll do, we'll just replace the third column with the LHS. So when you replace, the equation will be RC plus R plus 1 upon S into C minus R0, I'm writing the matrix again, 2R plus 1 upon S into C minus R. So what is the change is minus HFE IB RC 0 0 is the only change in the matrix. So when you open the matrix, we'll have this term multiplied by this, so it is 0. This term multiplied by this and this, again 0, so we need not consider this two. So we are left with the third term, which is HFE IB. So here you are multiplying with this two, so R square you will have. So the equation will be minus HFE IB RC into R square. So we have got delta 3 and we have got delta, which consists real delta and imaginary delta. Right, total loop gain we can find as I3 upon IB. Right, this delta 3 will give you I3, so it will be minus HFE RC into R square upon delta. Right, now when you open up the bracket, what you will have is the final equations required for the derivation. You can say this total A beta I3 by IB is nothing but the total loop gain A into beta. Now we apply the conditions for oscillation. So for this, conditions for oscillations, as you know the Barkhausen criteria, first is angle A beta should be 0. That means imaginary part of A beta should be 0. That means we'll take the imaginary part from the equation what we have got, RC plus R. That means those terms which contains the single S term or the odd powers of S, those are the imaginary powers. So we are taking the imaginary terms minus R square S into C from the previous equation. From this part we are taking this entire for the imaginary part. We can solve this as 4R into RC plus 4R square plus 3R square plus 1 upon S square C square minus R square is equal to 0. What we did, 1 upon SC, 1 upon SC, 1 upon SC, going on other side will cancel out. Now this can be written as 4R into RC will give you 6R square plus 1 upon S square C square equals to 0. Can say 1 upon S square C square is nothing but minus of 6R square plus 4R into RC. We have got 1 upon C square S square, or you can say 1 upon S square C square. If I take R square out, it will be 6 plus 4 RC by R. Further simplifying, can say S square will be minus 1 upon R square C square 6 plus 4 RC by R. Now instead of S I can substitute j omega. So when you are substituting j omega, it will be minus omega square equals to minus 1 upon R square C square 6 plus 4 RC by R. So omega we are removing, negative sign will go, so square root it will be R into C under root 6 plus 4 RC by R. Omega can be written as 2 pi f0, therefore we can write f0 as 1 upon 2 pi RC under root 6 plus 4 RC by R. So this is nothing but the frequency of oscillation for the oscillator using BJT. So we have got the frequency of oscillation. The second condition is for finding the gain. Now applying the second condition.